It is February 18th, Tuesday, and I just wanted to give this update. I am 13 days past insemination, and so I could be 13 DPO, or I could be 11 DPO, or 12 DPO. So I think I could be at least maybe 10, but really I think 11 to 13 DPO. So I'm not sure because I did not have a very good ovulation cycle. I did not have a very good time. I started a program, a school, and the first week was incredibly stressful, like in a bad way. And it's being resolved, but it's okay. The teacher's fixing things and stuff, but it was not good. And I think that the stress got to me, and I think it actually may have affected timing of ovulation or the quality or just whatever. I don't know, but I think it did have an impact. And I've noticed that in the past, that when I have a negative, stressful time, I'm just very sensitive to that. And so, and it's hard. Life happens. Here's the thing. Life continues to go on. Life happens. And yes, we should try not to be in very hard and negative stress type situations, for sure. Try to avoid those things anyway, no matter what you're doing. But life still goes on and life still happens, and sometimes you just can't avoid certain things. So you don't put yourself in a bad situation, of course, but sometimes they're just there and you just have to deal with them the best you can. I did deal with it the best I could, but I think it still negatively impacted my ovulation. And the funny thing is, I did have some very light tan CM show up. Was it last Monday? Last Monday and Tuesday, I think, that made me wonder, is this implantation disturbance, of blood vessels, or what is going on? So, but either way, I'm going to go ahead and take some tests now. I have tested already, and everything has come up negative except for first response strip test had a very light line, and I think I could barely see something on a WANPHO. But I'm just going to take one last final set of tests with you all, and then I'm going to take a Mirror, and then I'm going to talk about what I'm doing as far as donor situation and what happened with my donors. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to start with Mirror to get this going, because this takes 21 minutes to do. Here is the wand. So doing the Mirror first. 1, 2, 3, 19, 20. All right, so putting the cap on there, turn the Mirror on. And oops, upside down. Okay, and it is running at 21 minutes. And next I'm gonna do the LH strip and see if my line has backed off, because I was getting I did have at one time a dye stealer, and I can't remember when that was. It was last week. And I did film it, and that's why I'm doing this video, because I'm not gonna show those clips, because there's no reason to. Nothing happened at that time. So when I get this far along in something, knowing what the result is, I mean, I could have a pleasant surprise right now. So I'm not looking. Okay, so I'll put this back in the wrapper. Yeah, when I get too far ahead of the event, I don't like to drag it out. I don't like to drag it out and be so far behind with reality, with the actual date. Yeah, so a couple days, a week, fine, but any longer than that, and I don't like to be that far behind. Anyway, here is the WANPHO, and I did mention this before, and then I did see another video where the girl used the WANPHO, and I'm just saying that, don't even count to 5, don't even count to 10, just dip it until the ink rises, because these are getting stuck. And it's not because they're duds, it's not because they're not gonna work, but you just need to dip longer. Just dip until the ink rises, because I've taken a couple of these where the ink, you know, I counted to 5 or I even counted to 10 and the ink did not move. So, and it's definitely something that Wanfo needs to fix, but if you just dip for longer, it doesn't mean the test is inaccurate or ruined or over soaked or anything like that. And there you can see it going through. Okay, and I do have one first response strip test left. This one, when you do the 10 seconds, that's when the ink does rise on this one. Do a 10-second dip, it is rising at the 10-minute or the 10-second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I was talking while it was in there, but so it did start at like when I was on 5 or 6, but I was talking, so there's that. I also was getting pumped up watching a Dr. Mindy video. I know I've mentioned her to all of you before. Please watch her videos. Oh my gosh, it will change your life, your health, your mind, everything. It was all about Alzheimer's and how and she had a neurologist on there basically saying Alzheimer's is optional if you're doing all the right, you know. Now he said not everybody will, you know, avoid it. Some people might end up getting it, but here is pre-mom. It was so good. Anyway, and then the video I watched before that was just kind of a refresh on the 24-hour fast and the 72-hour fast, and how good it is for the hormones and anti-aging. So somebody like me who's, yeah, trying to have their own baby while waiting to, you know, get into the donor program, hoping that there'd be a chance that I could, you know, clean up my cells that are aging and sick. I mean, it was so good. Anyway, and you fast like a girl. People are like, oh, that messed up my cycle. Fasting's bad. No, you didn't fast like a girl. Fast like a girl. Fast like a woman should fast, not like a man, because we have different hormones and different needs. Our bodies need different things. I'm so pumped. My coworker and I were talking about fasting today because she's excited, because she has been lacking in that area. You know, it's hard with the holidays when you just want to have fun and eat candy and chocolate, you know, but getting back into the swing of things, of saying, you know, of realizing that those things are, you know, actually toxic. So anyway, here is the easy at home. And you're never going to be perfect, and that doesn't mean you can never have chocolate, you know, but being aware of the ingredients in the food you're buying, the high fructose corn syrup that's in just about every sauce, and I love sauce, and it's just, you know, you just switching those things out, doing 24 and 72-hour fasts is so good for you. And then finally, first response. Very interested to see if anything shows up on this, today. I would freak out if I got a special surprise today at what could be 11 or 13 DPO. And those are normal days that people who did track ovulation accurately still took that long to show up. So that's always what I'm hoping for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it goes. I will set a timer for 5 minutes, and while that is going, I will talk about what is happening with the donors. Okay, the timer has gone off for 5 minutes, and I'm just gonna start taking a look at these, and who knows, maybe a miracle, but we'll see. I will do the LH strip first, which kind of gives it all away in my opinion. If it's light, you know, but sometimes light can still mean positive for the other tests too. So if your hormones are balanced. Nope, it is light. So it is light. But you know, I'm glad to see that, because that's good actually. Not for pregnancy, but you know. Okay, so here is the Easy at Home pregnancy test. Almost looks, anyway, that is negative. Okay, here is pre-mom. And that is negative. Here is the WANFO at 10 MIU. The rest, I believe, are at 25. I know that Easy at Home is at 25. And it's negative. Here is the first response strip test. And it does have a faint little line there. Faintest line on this. May or may not show up on camera, but there is a line on that. So here it is, first response. Could be 11 DPO, could be 13 DPO. Either way, it is 13 days past insemination. And it is negative. It's negative. So this is negative. So I did not get pregnant last cycle. I think something may have happened though, just because of the feeling I had my uterus and then the little bit of a tinge in the cervical mucus there. I think something may have happened, but it's so hard to know what day that happened, you know. But either way, I know when the sperm were in there, but yeah, it was not a good cycle. Too much stress, too much going on. But all that stress is over now, and things are good. Things have been ironed out, and you know, I just wish that hadn't happened, you know, during the ovulation week. But what are you gonna do? That's just the way things go. Let me just say this real quick. So I can't remember when it was. It was a couple weeks ago that I messaged CNY to check up on my egg donor choices. And so I was just asking, okay, you know, I am almost there, and I just want to know, do I need to get back in line on the wait list for the donor? I decided to go with the first choice, which was technically my second choice, but my first choice, I think I told you a long time ago that she came to find out she only had 2 frozen eggs in the bank, and that they do not recommend that at all. Now I could maybe take those and add it to 4 others, because you get 6 eggs, but not when you're doing a fresh cycle with someone. I don't know, it's complicated. I think I could do the 6 package and then, you know, add those 2, you know, from her, you know, in the chance that they would thaw and fertilize and create healthy babies. The donor team got back to me and told me that new Colorado state law, and I'm thinking, I'm like, stop right there. Why do I care about Colorado? Apparently one of the donors lives in Colorado, and they have passed a new law, apparently, that you are only allowed to donate eggs up to 6 cycles. And she was currently on her 6th cycle, and I think I know which donor that was. So that left the other donor, and then the donor team said, and your number 2 choice was removed from the donor program, without explanation as to why. And I guess it not really doesn't matter why they were removed, but I'm always curious, why are they removed? Did they change their mind? Did something happen to them? You know, but so I am now back to zero, ground zero. I have to go through the list again. Hopefully they've added more, because they were the two people I really liked. And so now it's like I have to go back and try to find. Now I could get egg donors from anywhere that I want, any place, but the price goes way up when you do that. So I wanted to stick with the donors that CNY has and use them to get the best price I could. So anyway, the Mira is gonna go off. So yeah, so I have to, okay, 25 seconds. So I have to start from scratch, and I'm gonna get on that and start browsing the donor list and see which donor I really like and go from there. And I'm sure the male donor that I like is still available, but I'd have to check on that too. But I think the hardest for me is picking the egg donor. So anyway, wow, estrogen is high. Okay. I missed all the other tests. I saw estrogen, and that's the only one I saw. Come on, hurry, hurry, hurry. PDG4, LH8, estrogen 234. So that is high. But yeah, PDG4, which is a little elevated, but obviously, you know, not good. So anyway, so I think I'm at the tail end of a cycle, and that I should probably start a period in a day or two. And when that happens, I'll come back and let you know what the plan is for next cycle. And hopefully I find an egg donor that can replace the other two. So anyway, I hope you're all doing well, and I'm happy for all of you that are pregnant. And I encourage those of you still trying, please keep trying. Don't give up. Don't lose hope. Keep trying, and your miracle is coming. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye.